Hello, everybody, and welcome to the transportation module. It's on the future scanning of trucking, freight, and logistics. I will be presenting this. My name's Adam Tobin. At the very beginning here, we have a few pictures of different modes of transportation. To the top left, very old primitive raft. You go to the right, and you're going to see a cart that was about over 100 years ago in China. And of course, you got sailboats. Those are kind of cargo boats used to move freight. Trains. We got an airplane in the middle at the bottom. And then the horse and buggy, of course. Before we really get into it, there's a couple terms we need to understand. Transportation, that's the movement of people or goods from one place to another. Freight, on the other hand, that's goods, but not passengers, that are carried from one place to another by ship, aircraft, train, or truck. These definitions I got from the Cambridge Dictionary. We'll do a brief overview of the history of transportation. It started in 5000 BC. That's when cargo ships were linked to Egypt and Mesopotamia. 4000 BC, horses and camels were domesticated as means of transportation. Big moment, 3500 BC, wheels were fixed to carts. 312 BC, you'll see the paved roads that the Romans used. There's a picture of a compass. That was 1044 AD. That was invented in China. The horse-drawn public bus, that was created in Paris in 1662. 1783, the hot air balloon was invented. 1801, the steam locomotive. 1817, that's when the bicycle was invented by Baron Karl in Germany. 1852, the airship was invented. 1869 was a huge year, especially for the United States. That's when the Transcontinental Railroad was completed and revolutionized transportation in the U.S. So that connected the Atlantic and Pacific coasts and facilitated trade and really revved up westward expansion. You'll look right here. That was the first motor car that was invented by Carl Benz in 1886. Shortly after, Ransom E. Olds founded Oldsmobile, and he pioneered the assembly line. I'm sure we all have heard of Henry Ford, which he mastered the assembly line with the Ford Motor Company. If you'll look to the right in the middle here, we should all know who that is. That's the Wright brothers. They were the first to fly a motor-driven airplane in Kill Devil Hills, close to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in 1903. 1914, commercial air travel. 1914 through 18, World War I. That influenced the use and further development of trucks. 1969, the first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong, during Apollo 11. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I don't think I'll ever forget that. Now let's shift and talk about modern day transportation. In 2008, we saw a turning point in transportation. The rise of electric vehicles marked a shift towards sustainability and cleaner mobility. Hyperloop systems use magnetic levitation and vacuum tubes to achieve ultra-fast speeds, promising to revolutionize intercity travel with minimal environmental impact. Electric air taxis. These are designed to reduce traffic congestion and run on renewable energy, with pilotless models in the near future coming. They could redefine city mobility. Hydrogen buses, they deliver clean, efficient public transit. And finally, maglev trains. They eliminate friction by hovering above tracks. They are energy efficient, incredibly fast, and provide a quieter, more comfortable ride. Let's take a look at some more forms of modern day transportation. Self-driving shuttles, that provides last mile connectivity, and that's going to reduce reliance on private cars in cities. Underwater transport systems, they're being designed to link coastal cities, combining speed with scenic underwater views. Electric cargo bikes, these are revolutionizing urban deliveries. They can carry heavy loads and cut down emissions, and you can navigate through tighter, narrow streets. Smart highways, I thought this was very interesting. They integrate sensors and solar panels. They can charge EVs while driving and provide real time traffic updates. That's a major step for future infrastructure. There is high altitude airships. They are powered by solar energy. They offer low cost, eco friendly cargo and passenger transport. They're also valuable for research and disaster response. These innovations highlight how transportation is diversifying from land and sea to air, all with sustainability at the core. Now, let's look at the timeline of trucking history. In the 1920s and 30s, trucks began replacing horse drawn wagons, making the start of modern freight transportation. The first paved highways expanded long distance hauling, opening new possibilities for national commerce. By the 1950s, the U.S. interstate highway system launched. Trucking quickly became the backbone of freight movement across the country. In the 1980s, deregulation transformed the industry. Competition increased, shipping costs dropped, and independent trucking companies grew rapidly. We'll look right here. This is a fuel truck from, I believe, 1910 up top. That's a picture of some trucks from the 80s at a truck stop. From horse-drawn wagons to deregulation, trucking evolved into a central force in America's economy, setting the stage for today's logistics systems. We're going to look at some more of the timeline. In the 2000s, GPS and logistics software transformed trucking, improving route planning and overall efficiency. This era also saw the rise of just-in-time delivery systems, reducing inventory costs and speeding up supply chains. Today, in the 2020s, electric and autonomous trucks are in development, signaling a major shift in freight technology. AI and real-time tracking now reshape logistics, giving companies unprecedented visibility and control over shipments. And across the industry, there's a strong focus on sustainability, reducing emissions and building greener supply chains. From GPS to AI, trucking continues to evolve, balancing efficiency with sustainability for the future. This is a modern day truck, just your standard tractor trailer. It's got a sleeper cab there. Trucking freight is absolutely the backbone of the supply chain. Trucks move over 70% of U.S. freight. They connect cities, ports, and warehouses, linking every part of the supply chain. You'll see a nice busy port right here. This dominance shows why trucking is essential to both commercial and everyday life. We'll talk about some unique advantages. Trucks provide true door-to-door delivery, offering flexibility that rail or air transport can't match. They move essential goods, groceries, medical supplies, construction materials, electronics, fuel. They support nearly every industry. This reliability is what makes the delivery of everyday products possible, ensuring shelves stay stocked and homes get what they need. Why trucking is important. Trucking supports millions of jobs, over 3.5 million drivers, plus countless roles in logistics and maintenance. It keeps businesses and consumers supplied, ensuring shelves are stocked and online orders arrive on time. Trucks offer unmatched flexibility, reaching both remote areas and busy city streets. The industry is adapting to the future with electric and autonomous trucks making freight cleaner and safer. And economically, trucking is massive. It contributes more than $875 billion annually to the U.S. economy. So, beyond moving freight, trucking drives jobs, innovation, and the nation's economy. On this page, we'll be looking at some of the current advancements reshaping the trucking industry. Electric trucks. They produce zero emissions, helping cut air pollution and meet climate goals. They lower operating costs since electricity is cheaper than diesel and maintenance is simpler. Major companies like Amazon, FedEx, and Walmart, they're already adopting electric trucks. New models now offer ranges over 300 miles, with fast charging stations expanding nationwide. Government incentives, including tax credits and grants, are accelerating adoption and infrastructure growth. Together, these developments show how trucking is becoming cleaner, more efficient, and future focused. Now, let's look at self-driving trucks. One of the most talked about advancements in the industry. What they are. Self-driving trucks use sensors, cameras, radar, and AI to navigate roads with little or no human input. Why they matter? They reduce driver fatigue, improve safety, and lower shipping costs by operating 24/7 without breaks. Where they are operating. Currently used in pilot programs and limited commercial routes, especially in the U.S. Southwest. We will pause and move to the next section of the video.